On a very bumpy day, Tesla stock finished at $800 a share, reaching a day low of $700 on February 24th, 2022. A swing of about 100 billion American dollars in the market cap. Hello everyone, welcome back to all of you. Hope you're having a fantastic day. MarketWatch's Tomi Kilgore reports that Tesla stock extends big bounce after Daiwa analyst says buy for these reasons. Now, inasmuch as I'm sure Analyst Jairam Nathan is a fine predictor of stock futures, 2,088 out of 7,788 on tip ranks with an average return of 14.5%, pretty good, right? I certainly have another reason for this bounce, but we'll get into that in a second. Mr. Nathan correctly points out in the article that, link below, that Tesla's superior supply chain along with climbing oil prices certainly contribute to Tesla's competitive advantage over legacy auto rivals such as Ford, GM, or BMW. And this is a quote right out of the article. Tesla's ability to export out of cost-efficient China and history of better managing chip shortages in 2021 could strengthen its competitive position under the current Russia-Ukraine situation. At the same time, higher oil prices and potential scenario of fuel shortages, especially in Europe, could accelerate the shift to EVs. Very true. Totally agree there. What I would add is that with the latest news out of Shanghai regarding Tesla's expansion, or basically doubling of their factory, we can clearly see that Elon Musk is not wasting any time and he's going after the markets that bring in the highest margins, right? Also, I would remind everyone following the EV story that Tesla and companies like NIO and XPeng and Li Auto are EV only manufacturers, right? So virtually no one is addressing the ICE, internal combustion engine elephant in the room that all of the legacy automakers, if they want to survive, will have to squash, either sooner or later, much sooner if they know what's good for them. Continuing at the quote, the resulting decline in profit contribution from ICE vehicles, Mr. Nathan continues, as uncertainties over new vehicle supplies and fuel prices weigh on demand, could slow down investments in EV expansion, right, for legacy auto, which I totally agree. This is also true as there's a clear arrogance displayed in the various CEO announcements of big monetary commitments to EV programs, right? We've heard these announcements the entire calendar year of 2021 and early in 2022, right? The arrogance and assumption is that the current ICE internal combustion engine revenues will continue until the EV programs are ramped and manufacturing en masse. Like, that's a huge assumption. I mean, it's a nice thought. It's a nice, it's almost like an overweight person saying, I will achieve my ideal body weight, but, I'm going to take a decade, and for 9 years and 11 months, I'm going to continue on my same diet. And then in the last 12th month of the last year of the decade, I'm really going to cinch it up and quit the potato chips and soda. It doesn't work that way, guys, right? We all know that. So as far as the stock price is concerned, this note from Mr. Nathan could have helped. But in my humble opinion, the main catalyst for the swing upwards in such a short time was the bargain price of an amazing value growth company being recognized by smart investors, right? Like, we're not in 2015 anymore. A lot of investors have woken up to Tesla's values and growth story. You rarely get both, but here you get both in this stock. And again, and more people are realizing that this is not just a car company. There's more coming in the future. But I'm not even addressing that for this swing. That certainly wasn't like any robot or auto bidder or battery storage energy component. That was not any reason for why this stock moved so much. It's just the price got so low, $700 a share, that so many people realized, wow, this may be our last chance to get in at this level, right? And again, watch for further swings, absolutely, in the stock price. But, especially with this Ukraine-Russia conflict and with more chip shortages and more supply chain issues. But rest assured, guys, and it's not investment advice, this is just my opinion, that the trajectory in the mid to long term for this company is only one way, and that's up. Okay, there's so much that this company with Elon Musk and other suppliers has done in the past. They've set themselves up so well for what's coming. And sure, there's a lot of uncertainty that faces a lot of companies, right? But the hard work that they've put in the last decade, when everyone was laughing at them and pointing fingers like, oh my God, who's buying these things? It's going to be a niche product. They're going to go bankrupt. They've never mass produced. Well, now they're starting to. They're starting to mass produce. They're doing it very well. They have hired some of the best people in the business. They are not slowing down. They have a huge margin from which they can come down in case they need to. Their books and their money flow and the cash on hand is great. Their debt is minimal compared to other companies in their sector. And guys, like this is just the beginning for this company. Like this is they're on the runway and they're just about to take off. But that's just my take on it. I'm buying this dip. I'm not selling, right? But that's not investment advice. It's just what I'm doing. All right. But thank you for joining me. Thank you for keeping up with this interesting story. I bet there's a lot more to come in the next few days and months, and we can hopefully enjoy this rise of EV adoption as it happens in front of our eyes, and we can enjoy a much more bright and clean future as a result. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.